Everyone, welcome to another video on my channel. I'm Miko Oni, a variety streamer on Twitch. I do a lot of Epic 7 content. I just entered the creator program, so we'll make a quick video for beginners and returning players. Because, you know, some people need a little help. I went over some of the points with my chat earlier today, and we came up with this guide. With these points, I should say. We start off with the Moonlight Blessings. When you start Epic 7, you have the opportunity to choose one ML5 Moonlight 5-star hero. We decided as a community that probably the best character to start with is Arbiter Fildred, the guy on the left. Purely because he does so much for your account early on. He is great for the story. He's great for Abyss. He gets you far in PvP as well. He's an evergreen unit. Still people use him for high level RTA. So I think he would be the best character you should get. Martial Arts Scan is just really hard to build. And you need great gear to make him like usable. Corvus, Dark Corvus is a unit for Guild Wars specifically. Mainly used there. Some people use him in RTA, but it's getting harder to use him there. So I wouldn't recommend him either. Ruel is a good pick, but she is kind of, you know, power crept already. She got buffs lately and she's way more usable nowadays. But still, compared to Arby, I don't think she helps out a lot early on. Stenny is an honorable mention in my opinion because she is really good for Abyss content and she can help you go through the Abyss floors really quick. So if you want to start doing Abyss first before you lock in Arbiter Fildred, I mean, you can go with Spectre Tenebria and make your life a little bit easier. And Judge Kisei, I know it's a beautiful lady, beautiful designed character, but really hard to build and not worth it for a beginner account. My best advice would be pick Stenny for Abyss and then later swap it over to Arbiter Fildred. Like Monster mentioned in chat, there are selectors for episode 1 and episode 3 as well. The first episode, I would go with, like Monster again says, either Destina, Ravi, or Fildred. Destina, an evergreen unit. She's good in everything Abyss, PvE, Labyrinth. Even some people still use her in PvP. Although there are better options in my opinion again. Ravi, great unit. Lots of uses in PvP. Maybe less usable in PvE. And Fildred, great unit. He has speed imprints for your team, which are really valuable. And he's a great farmer as well. Some people cleave with him, but those three are the best picks there. And I think for episode 3 selector, you would go with Alencia. Alencia is a really strong unit, or Mort. One of those two. Mort has made a resurgence after his buffs a couple of months ago. He's one of the best units. You'll see him everywhere in the PvP, from Guild War to Arena to World Arena, everything, everyone uses them. So those three are for the episode 3 selector. Second of all, with the Epic 7 Origin update, there's a new way to get gear for beginner players. You have the Ogre's Armory. You get 10 daily entries, and you start off with easy, then you go to normal and hard. You don't need a great team for this. As you can see here, I run a level 50 Raz, a level 60 Sermia on not that great of gear. As you can see here, we have some of the Ogre's Armory pieces already on her. And we have a DN, mainly built out of the Ogre pieces or starting pieces from, I think, Labyrinth. You can just auto this. It's really easy to do. It's only one fight. It should be quickly as well. This opens after you finish the tutorial from episode 0. And the amount of gear that will help you get better, quicker, is really nice. You basically get like multiple pieces a day. You can then pick and choose whichever piece you need. And it is a huge boost for your early game account. As you can see, it's been like a minute. This is not optimized at all. And we already beat it. We got nice boots. Let's see what the stats are on here. It's a speed set boot with speed main stats. Great for an attacker unit like, for example, Surmia or Arby. And you can do this 10 times a day. So make sure you use this. It is really nice. It's really strong. And it helps you get to the next part of your account quicker. And the next part of your account is working on the journey of succession. We are doing hunt buffs. We're going into, you have 3 specific hunts we need to farm. You have the Wyvern hunt, you have the Golem hunt, and you have the Banshee hunt. These will teach you about what to do. For example, Wyvern hunt, it'll tell you to get Furious. He's the defense breaker for the Wyvern hunt. And it'll tell you to promote him to 5-star, reach level 50, awaken him, and then clear Wyvern hunt. Then you get the next Wyvern unit called Mooey. In the next section, you beat Wyvern hunt 20 times on normal difficulty, and you keep on going, doing these missions, and you'll get a next 5-star for free. Sigrid. She's the main damage dealer for all your Wyvern hunts. Possibly for a Wyvern one-shot as well, but that is later on when you get better gear. And when you keep doing this, you'll get amazing free characters like Sigrid, like Breek in the Wyvern hunts. You get Surmia from Golem. That's already on the first step. I think it's like the first mission where you get her. Here we go. The first mission, you will get Surmia for free. And you can do this really easily and just go through it to get more rewards, more summons. And the last one I should recommend doing is Banshee. You'll get an amazing 5-star called Vivian. She's really good for PvP as well, PvE. And it'll make your life way easier if you follow these challenges. You'll get a ton of free rewards. You get a ton of good stuff, gear, enhancement materials. And it'll help your account grow even faster. So first step, Ogre Armory. Second step, do the challenges for the hunts. There are also challenges for the Labyrinth, Rift, and Hall of Trials. You can slowly work on these as well, but just make sure you focus on Wyvern as soon as possible after Ogre. Wyvern gives speed set, crit set, and hit set, which are 3 of the most important beginner sets. Speed is even really good at the end game as well. After you've done these kinds of things, you wonder, how do I farm? Where do I farm? Catalysts nowadays have been changed. So you can just farm Catalyst in any kind of episode. You can find the Catalyst here, shared AP. You can just buy whatever you want. And if you are looking for a way to best farm gold and stigma, there is a side story called Eulogy of a Saint that you need to pay for. It's in the Book of Memories. You need to pay for it, but the amount of stigma and gold it will give you helps your account a lot. You just go in here, you farm one of these missions with your selected RB, of course, because it makes it a lot quicker. You go through this, you one-shot almost everything. You can optimize this by speed tuning your RB to go first as well, to make it even faster. But this will give you a lot of gold and a lot of stigma early on in the game, and it will help you get stuff like penguins and blooms to enhance your units. As you can see, within like a minute we are already done, and you'll get a decent amount of stigma and gold. Next thing I want to talk about are the connection heroes. The connection heroes you'll be able to find in the recruit section of your menu. You can find them here. And you'll see some of the most important PvE characters as well. For example, Tamarin. After episode 210, you can find Tamarin in your connections. And I would advise to be as quickly as possible to unlock this. Because this unit will make your life so much easier. She is called the Queen of PvE for a reason. She has many heals, she has many strips, she has cleanses with her S3, and she works perfectly with Iseria, which you get for free when you level up your account. So get that connection hero as fast as possible. It'll save you a lot of pain and a lot of trouble. But to get Tamarin, you would need to be in a guild, because one of the missions is to aid your fellow guildmates by giving them, for example, penguins, blooms, or whatever they ask for. You go into your guild, you support them, and you'll work on that mission. But guild is just a really important thing to do, because there is a way to get free mystic medals. And mystic medals are, for example, for the best characters in the game. If you go to summon, you'll see different banners. You see the limited summons, you see the drop rate up, and the mystic summon. Mystic summon gives out moonlight heroes. You'll be able to summon some of the best heroes. Currently, Boss Arunka is in rotation. She's the newest and latest ML 5-star, and she is currently dominating the field. So getting these mystic medals is really important. So be quick on joining a beginner-friendly guild that will help you grow as an account. And then you ask, okay, I'm a bit further. I've done the hunt challenges and everything. What should I do next? Well, you probably opened up Rift. Rift is also a way to farm gear. You unlock Rift by reaching account level 50. You ask, what is the difference to Hunt then? Because I farm Hunt for gear. Well, Hunt also drops other rewards, like Mystic Medals, Covenant Bookmarks, Sky Stones, sometimes Powder of Knowledge, and Energy. But the difference with Rift is they only give you gear and reforge materials. And sometimes I believe if you have the right pad set up, you can get artifacts as well. Rift is easy to do, but you should have the Premier Rift unit. Every time a new Rift drops, there is one unit that makes Rift so much easier. Currently it's Fanny. It's this lady over here. I was lucky enough to get her last week. If you don't have Fanny, it's not even worth it to do Rift, because it makes it so hard. This girl can solo Rift in one run and higher Rift controller levels. So I would advise as a beginner, just keep on doing your hunts instead of wasting your energy on Rift when you don't have the Premier Rift unit. That also gives me to the point where, first off, just build your PvE units like Arby, like Sirmia, like Iseria. If you have, for example, a unit called Luna or Tenebria who are not really usable in PvE, or they don't have a spot in PvE, Charles, don't waste your materials on them. Be effective as you could be, because it's hard early on to get enough materials to level up quickly and rank up your 5-star, 4-star heroes that you need to use quickly. So be sure to think about it. Do I want this unit? Do I need this unit? Yes, no, and then decide it. And last thing, I think after episode 2, you unlock this, the Moonlight Theater. This is basically side stories. You just spend entry tickets, theater tickets, and you get a lot of mystic medals. But with Fallen Land, there's also a possibility, if you complete both of the seasons, to get one of the 5 ML Moonlight heroes here. 5 or 6, I believe. You have Remnant Violet, Conqueror Lilius, Mediator Koweric, Sylvan Sage Vivian, Commander Pavel, Death Dealer Ray, and Astromancer Elena. You might wonder, which one is the best here? Well, with this side story, you can have the chance to get one of the best in-game characters out there in Death Dealer Ray. I would advise to get this guy. If you don't want him because you don't like his design, that's understandable. But if you want to be very optimal and have the best unit possible, go with Death Dealer Ray. You might get stunned by the looks of Astromancer Elena or Sylvan Sage Vivian, but for PvP, Death Dealer Ray will get you very far early on. He's busted, he sleeps the team, he strips the buffs from the team, and he controls the entire field. And the last thing I want to talk about is the current event that is running. It's called Operation Seek. It dropped with the Epic 7 Origin update. You'll get a lot of summons here and a lot of free stuff by just spending energy. You'll get stuff in the first week like 5-star hero tickets, get a 5-star hero selector. In the second week, you even get a 5-star Moonlight summon for the light section of the game. In the third week, you get even a limited hero selector, which is special because this hasn't been released often yet. You can just buy this and then select one of the limited units that have been released up until, I think, Blooming Lidica, if I'm correct. But in this summon, there's a couple of really good heroes that you can summon for. For example, Seaside Bellona. She's an evergreen unit. She's really good in PvP. She's really good in Labyrinth. Hunts, she's also usable for, you know, your Wyvern Hunt. And lately, she's been making a lot of appearances in RTA. So my advice would go to Seaside Bellona or Landy. Landy is also a really strong unit to get early on. She has a lot of AoE attacks. If you struggle getting through specific story missions, Landy with Bloodstone can keep your entire team alive with just an extra Soul Weaver next to it. So pick up Landy or Bellona from this and you are good. You can also pick a limited artifact. I would go with either Guiding Light, Wall of Order. I think my chat also said that Mature Sunglasses could be usable, or Soul Constellation. Though I think Wall of Order has been buffed recently and might be the best overall artifact right now for Rangers. And that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. If you want to follow or get more help, you know where to find me. twitch.tv/MikoOni. And hopefully I'll see you there next time. Bye bye everyone. Have a good one.